Hey, everybody, welcome to Monday Night Live in Lexington, you guys. My name is Kathryn Kauffman, and I'm a psychic medium here in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to my Monday night show. This is where we discuss what and who we are in this journey called life. I will see if anybody can join the chat and give me a sound check. We need a sound check to make sure that things are going okay. And this is the Halloween special. Hey to Brenda and hey to Laura. Good to see you guys tonight. Sound check. Can somebody give me a sound check, please? How about Brenda or Laura? Can you guys give me a sound check? Okay, great. Great. You never know if things are going to work or not. I'm going to try something here. I'm always trying something. What we're going to do tonight is I put together two videos. One video is of 9 items, 4 of which are haunted. The others are decoys. It's sort of like, thank you. Hey to my son out in Paducah. Thank you. I appreciate that. 5 of the items are decoys, 4 of the items are haunted. Now, the intro video didn't play that smoothly. So I don't know how smoothly these videos will play that I put together. The second video that I put together is a reveal of the items. So the ones that are actually haunted on the second video will have like a green mist coming out of them. So if the videos don't play like they should, then what I'm going to do regardless is these are posted on my YouTube channel. And so right now they're in the unlisted. And so after the show, what I'm going to do is change the posting and make it a public video so you can go and watch them there if it doesn't work here. But I really hope that it works here because I worked very hard to put these together and I really want you to enjoy them. So before we get into the videos, let's just briefly talk about what a haunted item is. Like, what is it? Basically, it's an item that has absorbed energy from a former owner, or it's got imprinted energy from a traumatic event like a murder or suicide or something like that. So this energy can be active energy, if let's say a spirit is actively attached to the item, or it can be a residual imprint that just get, maybe it's an item that was involved in a murder and it got imprinted and it's just giving off a lot of residual energy. So those are the two types of haunted items that you can come into contact with. So, and the reason that I got into this is I love to take stuff home with me that has some kind of energy or essence, or it just has something extra. And, everybody says, oh, haunted item is terrible. No, there's a lot of items that are haunted that are actually quite good and beneficial and will actually bring you luck. Maybe they brought the former owner a lot of luck and maybe they'll bring you some luck too. So, you have to kind of be aware of your intuition and know how to use it and be confident in what you're picking up off the item. Because a lot of people that pick up extra energy will automatically stamp it as negative just because it may be strong or it may be different than their energy, or they may not know how to interpret it, and so it gets like a automatic negative stamp, which you just have to really practice. So haunted items that you may come across are in antique stores, yard sales, estate sales. Peddler's Mall is one of the fun places, the funnest, the most fun place that I love to go to find haunted items. Hey to Ina, good to see you tonight. And big shout out to Melissa Bagley. Happy Monday to you too. And thank you, Sandra. I don't know if I thanked you a while ago, but thank you. So, you evaluate for extra electromagnetic fields using an EMF meter. Now, in the old days when we evaluated items, we actually used a compass. So, some of you that are my age or a little bit older may remember that, but we didn't have EMF meters back then. And so we kind of just used a compass to see if there was any extra energy or if there was the presence of something at the location that we were investigating. So, when in doubt and you don't have anything, if you have a compass, you can use that. Also, if you question whether or not an item is haunted, you can take a picture of the item with a digital camera and see if there's any light anomalies or blurring or anything anomalous in the picture around it. And so, like for control, I would take pictures of the item and then something maybe 10 or 20 feet away immediately afterwards to see does that area blur or is it just the item and the surrounding immediate location that may blur or has an anomaly in it. So, and you always have to like double check this stuff. So, last week we did haunted dolls, and you guys may remember this little thing right here is haunted. The other items I took back upstairs, but these little things are staying down in my studio. So let me make sure that this is all turned off. We don't need any notifications or phone calls right now. I forgot to turn everything off. Okay, so taking a picture using a digital recorder. Do you get any EVPs around the object? You know, is there a voice that's overlaid in the background that may say something that's directly related to the item? So I'm going to try to show you the video. So David said when we put the video together, I had put up 7-second clips of the items. And David said that's not long enough. People need to be able to concentrate a little bit more on it. So these are 20-second clips of 9 items. And there's going to be some little video clips of me and David doing actual evaluations of items, kind of walking around through the Peddler's Mall. Now, something I want you guys to do for me, if you can, the videos have music and stuff. If you cannot hear the music in the background of the video, please give me a shout out in the comments so that I know what's going on. Please, please, please help me out with this. Okay, so without further ado, let us go to our clips of the haunted items. And remember, there are 4 items that are haunted, 5 that are decoys.
Shape of the winding road.
Okay, so let me see here. Sandra says that number 6 is missing. Let me take a look at the video real quick because I had to go back in and renumber everything and I might have screwed up. Okay, there's one, two, three, four, five. You're right, Sandra. Number 6 should be, number 7 should be number 6. Yeah, because it goes from 5 to 7. So I just screwed up on the numbering. When I went back in to change the seconds on there to give you guys more time to look at the clips, I had to renumber everything and I think I messed up. Oh well, if that's the worst that happens tonight, we're all right. Hey, to Yasmin Jadoon and Sandra Lee Small and Pamela Downey, good to see you guys. Now, this is not going to air on Instagram because there's no way that I could figure out to show the video on Instagram. And so, um, what I'm gonna do is probably just download the video later and go back and download it to Instagram and just let them watch the video. Now on the reveal, let's see. Let me see what we're doing on the reveal. Okay, on the reveal, they're numbered the same. It skips from 5 to 7. So we're good with all the items as long as you put in the comments which ones that were numbered, like which one did you think, number 7 or number 8 or number 9? So the numbers are okay on the each items. Thank you, Sandra. These were really fun items to evaluate. There's only one item on the video that has some really horrible energy. And when you look at the reveal video, it is the one that I put the red mist under. Now, the one that I put the red mist under is a horrible item, but I didn't feature it as one of the numbered items because most of those are dolls. So why are dolls and statues more readily inhabited than other items? And that's because they're in the body shape. They're hollow inside and they have like the shape of a body, of a human body. And so the shape of your spirit kind of corresponds with the physical shape. And we call that a morphogenic field. And if you watched last Monday night's show, we talked about morphogenic fields and how that makes a spirit more comfortable in the shell of the doll or the statue. So, thank you, Sandra. So, if you guys that are watching tonight, if you can put down the ones that you think are haunted. So, remember, there's 4 that are and the rest aren't. So, help a sister out. Put your guesses down. Yasmin, put your guess down. And Yasmin, you may have to go back and watch. I noticed that you came in a little bit late, so I don't know if you can go ahead and put your guess down or not, or maybe you were watching and didn't say anything until quarter after. I don't know. But anyway, so that's why there are so many dolls that are listed on the haunted items hunt tonight, is because they are the most prevalently items that become inhabited with extra energy. Thank you, Melissa. 2, 4, 8, and 9. I can't wait till you guys see the result. So Kimberly says, are some more haunted than others? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Some are. One in particular on tonight's video is definitely more haunted than the others. It is oh, you're gonna see it. So when I play the reveal video, The ones that are haunted are going to have green mist kind of coming out of them, pulsating green mist coming out of them. And so you will know which ones definitely are. Okay. Other things that you need to consider when you're going to look for used furniture. Furniture can really take on the traumatic imprint of the death, especially if someone died in the bed or next to that furniture. So, furniture can have a lot of energy on it. So, if you're going to buy furniture from an antique store, I would suggest evaluating it with an EMF meter or maybe taking some pictures of the item to make sure there are no anomalies that may be attached to it. Now, you'll be able, if you're intuitive and you're used to using your intuition, you'll be able to feel right away if it is a good imprint or a not so good imprint. But a lot of beds have the imprint of the owner that maybe even passed away in the bed. So I would say that's the biggest thing that I would evaluate if I'm going to buy antiques from an antique store, is definitely looking at beds. Beds, definitely. Now, another thing is garments that were worn by the owner, especially if it was maybe it was something that they passed away wearing. We don't know because families just kind of lump all that stuff together and take it to Goodwill or take it to Salvation Army. So those things can be heavily imprinted with the energy of the owner, especially if they passed away in the outfit, because the energy passes through the cloth, and that is super big imprint on there. So that's kind of one thing I don't like to purchase, is night clothing and stuff like that from yard sales and things, because you just don't know what's been imprinted on those. Jewelry is another big thing because of the sentimental connection that people have to the jewelry, and it's metal, so the energetic imprint can be a little bit stronger. Mirrors capture and bend light, and so that's another item that has a lot of haunted type of energy to it. It captures and it bends the light, and what the light beam that's reflected back at you is not the same light beam that goes into the mirror. And so we kind of need to go over that in a show upcoming because of the portal effect that light and mirrors have. So spirits and entities, mostly we're made up of light, um, photons. And because a mirror utilizes this light photonic exchange, the portals to and from dimensions, which spirits traverse, it's highly connected to mirrors, and mirrors get a huge imprint of these images and the vibrations that go with this stuff. And it can even imprint like a soul imprint on the mirror. So, also, if you've watched one of my old shows, it's called Paranormal Risks of Hotel Rooms. Please, if you guys have not watched that video, type in the YouTube browser, Kathryn Kauffman, and then the title of the video is Paranormal Risks of Hotel Rooms, the Body Buffet. I will never stay in another hotel as long as I live. If there are Airbnbs that I can stay in, and if I have to stay in a hotel, I guess I have to, but I sure don't want to because, yes, Amber, body buffet. But the mirrors are what are is the biggest culprit in the paranormal risks of staying in a hotel room. And so what has happened with these things is the mirrors at the end, and when you go to a hotel or motel, isn't the mirror directly at the end of the bed? Pretty much always at the end of the bed. Um, and it acts as like an interdimensional portal for energy sucking entities. And what better place to get a fresh renewal of energy than a hotel where, you have fresh victims coming in every day and they get to suck these people dry. And then the people leave thinking, man, I didn't sleep well, got a headache, I feel horrible. And, really is something else. So you really should go and watch that already. So Kimberly says, if the antiques are from a family member that you love dearly, is it more unlikely that it would be negative energy? Absolutely. It's more unlikely that it would be negative energy. Also, can you do a show about portals in homes? I definitely will. After the Halloween special. So for you guys, next Monday night is Halloween. What I'm going to do next Monday night is, and it will probably only be to Facebook. So those of you guys that have joined on YouTube will have to go over to my Facebook page. But I'm going to set up a live stream from my front porch because, like last year, we got 173 trick or treaters. They were all so cute. And so that's what I'm going to do next Monday night is I'm going to set up a live stream from the porch and let you guys see some of our trick-or-treaters, and I'll be dressed up and they'll be dressed up and it'll just be fun. It'll just be laid back and I'll be answering questions and stuff. So Melissa says mirrors are spooky. Yes, they are. And you know what? Was really fascinating. There was a movie that came out, I want to say about 10 or 15 years ago. I think the name of it was Timeline. And one of the ways they did time travel was the use of all these mirrors. And I was like, man, that is so close to being accurate. But mirrors are something that is extremely haunted. So, okay, back to jewelry or any item that is the focus or attention of the person who owns it. And we call these things artifacts. Okay, it's highly imprinted with the person's energy. They paid a lot of attention to the focused energy on the item. And, a lot of people, when they come to get a mediumship, will bring in something that the person carried every day, like maybe their wallet or their keys. But the thing is, it's daily sort of residual energy that's imprinted on these everyday items, and that attenuates really fast. The energy that really stays imprinted on an item is if it is something that garners that loved one's attention. They really love this item. Maybe their granddaughter gave it to them and they had a lot of attachment to it. Those are the items you need to bring in because those are the items that I can pull a lot of energy off of. So Melissa says, if an item purchased with good energy by an evil like person, can the energy change by the one that imprinted the item? No. Mm-mm. Now, I'll tell you what can happen is if you have a negative person that buys, let's say you've got an item that's got a lot of good energy on it, something's attached to it, but then you have a really negative person that buys that item. What can happen is the negative person's energy can overlay on top of the positive item and sort of taint it or drown out the positive energy. So it can be tainted, yes. All right, are we ready for the reveal? Is everybody ready for the reveal? Because it's almost 7:30. Let's go to the reveal video so that you can see which items are haunted and which items are the decoys. And remember, like Sandra said, there's no number 6. I screwed up the numbering. So there's 4 items that are haunted and 4 items that are not instead of 5. Okay, here we go with the reveal. Here we go. Wasn't that fun? We had so much fun going to find these. Congratulations, Sandra. And I agree with Ina. Those two little like figurines at the end, number 9, those are the creepiest, I think. Now, the one that had the most horrible energy on it was that big wooden cross and beads that David was holding up. It wasn't part of the you know tonight's guessing, but man, that had a lot of horrible energy on it. I just can't explain it. But so the one with the red mist on it, those the big huge cross, the wooden cross, and the it was like a wooden crucifix, I guess. Yes, Amber, you could, can't you? Because I was filming him and I said, David, hold those up, and he held him up, and then he was like, oh, this is just this doesn't feel good. So Sandra says I missed the first part. Oh, honey, you this is on replay. You can go back and watch it again, and then on my YouTube channel, I'm going to go in after the show and mark everything public. So you can go and watch it there too. Whatever, whichever place you want to watch or go back and watch. It's cool. Now I will go into on another show what to do if you have a haunted item. Like, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to treat it? Of course, if it's got good luck on it, don't touch it a lot, okay? Because you don't want to overlay your energy on top of it and kind of squelch out what's there. Handle it as little as possible. Keep that good feeling on that item. You know, I wouldn't cleanse near it if you want to keep the item. Give it to you. Yes, you can if you want. I've got a lot of haunted stuff around here that I just absolutely love. And I cannot help but taking it home with me. It's sort of like, it's company in a way. Sometimes it's company. It's a familiar, nice feeling of company that's around me, like this little kid here who loves to talk. And it's just a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween special. I do want to show this though. And this is something new for those of you guys who follow every week to see what David's fixing for supper. I made this up and then I'll tell you what he's doing for tonight. Let's see if I can get it to go. so so tonight I sent him after I got a craving for ribs, from a barbecue place. And I never get a craving for that hardly ever. But when I do, I really like some nice ribs. And before you guys go for the evening, put your favorite barbecue place in the comments so that I can find out where you guys go to get barbecue. So Amber says, what do you feel about having parents' ashes at home? Some of them. I love it. I wish I had my parents' ashes at home. I really do. Now, I'll tell you, Amber, what I did was when I was in ICU, all those poor families and the people that would die, and here they're leaving the hospital with nothing. And so what I did was I offered the families a little lock of their hair from behind the head where it wouldn't be seen, and that way they left with something of their loved ones. And so I think it is so wonderful, if you can have your parents' ashes at home with you. I wish I had mine, but sometimes your parents' wishes are different than what yours are. So Sandra says, need to come check out my stuff. I love it too. Too much to judge. We're addicts, Sandra. We love haunted stuff. So Amber says Blue Door. I love Blue Door too, Amber, but it seems like they sell out so quick. And if I get a craving too late in the day, I'm super out of luck. Brenda says Carson's rib appetizers are the bomb. Oh, yeah. Brenda will have to go. So Sandra says trifecta barbecue in Frankfurt. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, next Monday night is the Halloween party from my front porch, and you guys are going to get to see all the little kids come up and get candy. I'm so excited. I'll set up a little tripod and we'll stream from there, and I'll answer questions. You guys can tune in and ask questions, and it is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to play an outro. I saw the intro was freezing, but maybe the outro will work. I don't know. We'll see. Kisses from Kentucky, and I will see you guys next Monday for the Halloween show from my front porch.